sent to my ex. I was just like, you, in this life you have to be like a good person. You have to care. You have to, do anything. And karma's a bitch, you know. It is. I mean, we've all had good karma, bad karma, it's just part of life. And so, I really do. I'm a true believer in what goes around comes around. So, but I also give that to God, not me. I'm not anybody's karma, I don't do revenge. I don't do any of that. I just wish people well and forgive, because regardless of the situation, it is probably meant to be, to show you that person's, truth. So everything is for a reason. I'm so thankful for everything that happened to me because, if I wouldn't be here, and I'm thankful. I have no regrets. Yeah, I went through really tough times in my life. I've definitely learned lessons in love. Everything, but that doesn't mean I don't want to let new people in and try again, because, lesson or a blessing, you got to go for it. You only live once, right? At least in this life. But, yeah. So, I don't know if I can give you tips on how to deal. Like, say, you just, somebody broke your heart, and then in that moment, and even, sometimes it takes a long time to get over a broken heart, but in that moment, of course, you're not going to be like, oh, I forgive, for cheating on me or whatever, but, I mean, it does take time, just like mourning somebody's loss, everything takes time, but you just have to kind of, go through the process that you need to go through to where you get to that place where you can be like, yeah, I mean, I don't want them in my life anymore, but I forgive them, I wish them well. I hope that, they get everything they want out of life, and I do hope that some of these people, become a better person, you know. I'm always told, I wish I would stop saying, you guys. You should count how many times in these videos I say, and let me know. you know? Anyways, but, yeah. Forgiving can be a hard process, but you also need to know that forgiving someone is the best thing you can do for yourself because you're letting that go. You're not holding that anger inside of you, which can cause illness. It can cause, so much damage to yourself. So you just need to forgive, hope, wish them the best. It doesn't mean you have to forget or let them back in your life, but you just have to, forgive in your heart and, wish them the best, tell God, I forgive them, it's give it to God, if you have a hard time forgiving, just give it to God. Say, God, I give this to you, I don't want it in me anymore, so can do that. Okay, so forgiveness, it's a big one. Can't believe I forgot it, but I'm also going to be making a video. This is the 10th video I'm going to be making. The last video, well, not my last video, but the last video on these, of how to get through an awakening and things that you'll go through and how to overcome them. And I'm gonna make one more video, and I'm gonna kind of just highlight all the things. Okay, so forgiveness, guys. Give it to God. Ask God. If you're having a hard time with forgiveness, just, it's revenge. Like, You know, I hear so many times, or, you know, I've seen where people are like, oh, I'm gonna hurt that guy, or I'm gonna kill that guy, or, you know, or you hear even songs, you know, you hear songs about, I hope you know, you know, what's that? It's a country song. What's that song like? I hope you, love her and you're so excited to talk to her every day, and then basically she breaks your heart, you know. And or that song, I think Carrie Underwood sings a song about, you know, keying someone's car or something. And like, that's never been me, but sometimes it has been hard for me to just forgive, you know, especially when I realize all the things I didn't realize before. And it's just like, wow. You know that song by Max McNown? It says, I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. That song I love, and it's so true, right? Because you get so hurt by when people, you know, do you wrong in this life, and it's hurtful. But once you get through it, you're a lot more free, right? So I love that song. And it's so true. So I got the wind blowing my hair over here. But okay, well, I'm gonna end this video, and I hope that helps someone. I will talk to you soon. Okay, peace.